Hey guys, welcome to Photoshop tutorials with JazzedTutorials. Yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you something really awesome, kind of. Well, everything we show is awesome on this channel, duh. But this is going to be exceptionally awesome because it's a gamer type tutorial as well. Kind of, sort of, not really. Anywho's, so I've lately been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. I have both versions on my Xbox 360, so I love the font and the text they use in GTA 5. And I noticed a lot of cool tutorials on the web showing how to do that in a lot of different things like cinema something, whatever that is, GIMP, Illustrator. But there wasn't really a tutorial specifically for Photoshop itself. It was a mixture. So I want to find a way to make it in just specifically Photoshop and no other program. So I did just that. I took everyone's ideas and broke them down to my own ideas, and I'm going to show you how to create everything here in Photoshop using nothing but Photoshop. And this will work in relatively almost any version, so you all can do this. Alright, so start off by opening your a canvas of any size, and you want to make one letter. You can use any letter you like. I just chose J because I'm JazzedTutorials. And I've chosen this font called Super Claridon. It apparently came in my computer, so I don't know. But anything related to this font will work really well. Nothing too bold because we're going to be adding a lot of strokes to this, so that will make it look really weird. But anyway, okay. So you want to make sure that your font or your first letter is very large. I believe this is a 285 size letter, and that's kind of what you want to go by. Unless your document's quite small, then I would go with the smaller letter. But for me, I'm using a large document, so I'm going to use a large letter. Okay. Upon doing so, we're going to duplicate that layer once. So you have copy and you have your main layer. So on the copy layer, you're going to double click this, and BTW, make sure the first one is black. So we've chosen black for the first one, and then on a stroke layer, we're going to also choose black. And this one's going to be a 7-pixel stroke. Click OK. You won't see it quite yet, but in the next step, you will see it really well. So then, on your copied layer, which will probably be your top layer, I hope, we're going to make that one visible. And we're going to add a couple of things to this layer. We're going to add a gradient overlay and a stroke. Now, you'll notice how my stroke is white? Yes. We're going to add a white stroke with a 3-pixel size. Now you see the black stroke on the previous layer. Pretty nifty. Alright, let's go make our gradient overlay. I'm choosing a green on green, because obviously in Grand Theft Auto, they have green on green on their lovely page, or picture rather. So I've chosen a lime green color, and a dark green color. But again, choose any kind of green hues you like. I just chose that because it was as close as I could get to the actual image. Alright, and as you'll notice, my style is radial, and I adjusted my scale just a bit to 115%, but if you don't want to, that's fine. And another cool tip, guys, when you're in the layer styles and you have radial set as your style, if you go over here and just drag, you can drag this and place it wherever you want. So I've placed my lovely little circle at the top. Okay, click OK, and that should be your first set of your text. Coolness. Now we're going to add another item to this, and this is a texture / photo. I'm going to link below the next thing in the description box below, because you're going to need this. There are multiple ways of making this. Sorry guys, I had to let my cat out. Yes, there are multiple ways of making this in Illustrator, but like I said, we're not going to use anything else but Photoshop, so I took the liberty of taking that extra step and made it for you guys. So I'll link below what I made, because you're going to need this. So go ahead and paste that image that you have right above it. And it's the GTA kind of, ribbon logo, we'll say. Okay, paste that on your letter. Adjust it so that it looks kind of like that, so it's wrapping around sort of the photo, of the letter. For me, that's where I'm going to place it, because it looks the best. If I placed it any further down, it would look ridiculous, so that's where I'm placing mine, but adjust it to your lettering of choice. Okay, next we're going to add our text inside the ribbon-like item. And I chose Jazzed, and I'm going to show you how to get to that next little arch that I have there. So type your text using the same font we've used before, but again, use a smaller size point for that. I chose around 24 point for that because obviously I don't want to have too large. And I chose black for my color of choice. And then after that, with this whole highlight here, whoops, hold on. We're gonna highlight everything, and then go up here, and we're gonna select arc. On your arc bend, you want to have 26%. And that will then give you the lovely arc bend you see there. And voila, pretty nifty. Okay, we're going to add 2 more steps to go, / 3 steps. Double click your lovely text layer now that you just made. We're going to add a bevel and a boss because we want to have it kind of like looking really as close to the lovely icon they have on their cover as close as we can. So with my bevel and boss settings, all I did was adjust the depth a bit. I chose 301 for my depth, and if you want to go ahead and adjust the shading, angle, altitude, and all that, you can. But I think it looks okay to me the way it is, but you may think otherwise, and that is fine. Again, adjusting the size, I left it at 5 pixels, but you know, you guys have your own eyes. You know what's good, what's not good. So if you don't like the way I have it, that's fine. You can adjust it to your liking. But that's how mine looks right now, and it looks pretty good to me. All right, coolness. Now let's add a couple of more things to this to really make it stand out and look really good Grand Theft Auto-like. So going into our custom shape tools, we have this lovely little like weird made image thing here. It's called what is it? Registration target? Oh, that's kind of weird. Well, it looks like a starburst effect anyway. So using a white starburst effect like such, create a new layer. Well, it'll be on a new layer anyway, but with a new layer, just make it so it's big enough to suit over your lovely J. You may have to go and do a Command T or Control T to resize to suit it and bring it forward in. And once you've done so, you're going to go back to your top layer with the green. Click that, Control click it so it's active, and then you'll go to your shape layer that you just made with that starburst and click it, add a mask layer, and it will then mask that lovely white stuff into the center of it. And then you will drop that opacity down to 38 to 40%. I don't know why I said 38. I think 40 looks good. No, you know what? We're going to go with 35. 35 is fine. Anywhere from 30 to 40 is fine, but I like 35. So that's inside my J. It looks awesome. I like it. I had to resize it a bit, and you will probably too, but that's what it looks like. Now we have 2 more steps to go until we're complete, because I'm not leaving it as is. It would look so ridiculous, and I can't have that. So, alright, one more texture we're going to add. This one I will not link below because I'm going to give you the option to find your own cool texture. This is an old paper texture I have found on Google.com. And I'm not endorsing Google. Well, I kind of am in a way. I love them. So I'm helping them out, and they're helping me out. So it works out. So find an old paper texture you like. I just typed in old paper texture tan color, and I found this, and it was great. So with this now as our background, I'm going to go ahead and add another layer, shape layer that is, and we're going to add the same shape, but this shape that we're going to add is going to cover the entire page. So have it covering your entire image. And again, make sure it's white, not black. I'm not sure why black keeps showing up, but it does, even though I've selected white. And with that, and make sure that's below everything, but above that texture you just placed, by the way, because we don't want to have it on top of everything. So that layer is right here for me. And with that, I again resized it, suited it to my photo, dropped the opacity down to nearly nothing. I chose around 15%. Actually, it says 16, but I want 15%. I chose 15% for this, so it blends in just slightly more. And there you have it. That's a Grand Theft Auto text effect, or logo effect, rather. So I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was awesome enough for you guys. Yes, I know there are way better ways to make it look really official, but that's a lot of steps, guys. And I know you guys could never sit through a long enough video for me to make that. So I tried to make it as easy as possible. So I hope you really enjoyed this. If you didn't, I'm sorry. If you love it, hit like. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, or whatever, comment below. Inbox me here. I'm here to love you and give you all the awesome stuff you crave and want. So again, thank you for watching, subscribing, and all the stuff you've done for me. Team Awesome is amazing, and let's see if we can get to 12,000 likes, or 12,000 subscribers, and maybe likes too. That's not going to happen probably. But hey, yay, thank you to all 11,000 of you for subscribing. I love you all. And I'll see you next week. Bye!